He turns around, pulls me over. He bucks a mean Huey from way over, bucks a U-turn, and then he's like, he pulls me over. He gonna tell me, oh, I pulled you over because your light wasn't illuminating your license plate. You couldn't see that from where you was at. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Yo, y'all got a big ass median in the road over there too, didn't you?
He jumped across.
Yeah, it is.
He saw between
jumped
the
across the
trees
median.
and shit.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I was
That's
driving.
Maryland.
I was driving straight down route.
Maryland cops. Hell yeah.
All right, I was driving straight down Route 1 into DC.
He jumped over the median.
He jumped over the median, right? Right. He jumped over the median. Oh, that dude right. Look, oh, he riding dirty. He definitely riding dirty.
He heard your subwoofers, man. But yo, what's good, family? You see what it is. You just started the show
he saw Nate with his
spontaneously.
elbow out the car. That's what he saw. Oh, it's that guy. He lean. He gangster lean.
And look,
yo, speaking about a gangster
but here's
lean.
the thing. Nate don't drive fast.
Exactly, I don't.
He don't drive fast. So it's like he saw the grandma key. This was in the Keys, right?
Yeah, it was in the Keys.
What color was it?
Leaning. He was leaning.
It was beige. It was like a beige color.
He was leaning.
But he saw you leaning.
He was
saw
leaning.
You cruising, and was like, "This got to be it." That's what he said.
It was about what do you say, 10:30, 11 at night?
Oh yeah.
And he said, "Oh shit."
I got me one. Stand by.
Yeah.
Dispatch, I got one. Stand by.
Listen, they thought he had one. But you know what? We got a wonderful show. Tonight, y'all see what it is, family. Welcome to the Virtual Mancave podcast show. It's the usual suspects minus a few. If you don't know, let me introduce you to the crew, yo. We got our good brother Arthur Sobers right there, the third, a.k.a. the Panama Professor right there, a.k.a. the health and wellness guru of the team. Up next, we got D. Rigger, a.k.a. Unk, the triple OG of the crew right there. What it is, what it do, you know, OG keep it true. Up next, we got MLB Nate the Great, son. Repping Duke, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least, man,
whoa. Time out. I felt some animosity towards the Duke.
Right.
Always
Elite Eight, baby. Elite Eight.
I felt some
animosity.
What's that about, man?
Anyway,
Jay just can't do a show.
I'll finish. Let me finish. Anyway, last but not least is me, MCJ from around the way, yo. Shout out to the brother Leo, you know what I'm saying, superhero Leo. Shout out to the chef Troy, and of course, always salutations to the mayor Corey, yo. And listen, Duke is not my team, bro. So if you're not talking Syracuse, if you're not talking St. John's, I don't want to hear what you're talking about, bro.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you a funny story.
It's not even funny.
I like Duke and I like the Cuse, of course. And I was cool as long as the Cuse was in the Big East, it was good. But now the Cuse is in the ACC with Duke. I don't even watch the games. I'm just like.
So wait. So who you riding for?
I mean, I'm rolling with Duke right now, of course.
Oh, so you rocking with Duke? You're not rocking with Syracuse?
Syracuse ain't in it.
Okay.
Right. Duke just beat St. John's tonight.
So
since you want to be,
how good of a game was it, Nate?
Since, you up here with me. Since he want to be with Duke, I'm gonna put him down there at the bottom.
Look at the pettiness. Look at the pettiness.
Wow, yeah.
Call it what you want.
Hey,
I'm just saying, y'all both Duke fans. Y'all both wearing blue, so go ahead, represent Duke.
When I first met Nate, I was like, yo, you a Duke fan? I was like, yo, I'm not the only Brooklyn cat that's a Duke fan. I was like, yes.
Y'all not even from Brooklyn, bro. Stop saying you from Brooklyn. You've been living in Maryland and you lived in Fayetteville for like 500 years, bro.
Hey, it wasn't 500. It was a minute, but it wasn't 500.
Come on, Art. Stop lying. Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to high school in Fayetteville.
You from Fayetteville.
Man, it is what it is. Hey, look at my face. Look. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, where you go to high school at?
I went to high school in Brooklyn.
Now,
I went to college. I graduated from college in Brooklyn too.
You went to school online, bro. That don't count.
I got my license. I got my license in Brooklyn.
Ooh.
Dance. Then I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna chop it.
What's happening? Thanks for joining the show.
What up, Dance?
What up, Dance?
You know Dance. I mean? My bad. See, let me hold on.
Art, put your glasses on, bro. Come on, son. Stop it. Put your glasses on, B. I don't know why you be fronting every week like you don't need to put them on. Over here squinting. Looking crazy, yo. What are we doing? Speaking of, what are we doing, yo? So, y'all heard about that man that was allegedly charged with murder? You know what I'm saying? He allegedly shot somebody and drove off.
You're gonna have to be a little bit, be a little bit more
TikTok page titled "No Hands, No Feet: Shooting 9mm Handgun." His name is Dayton James Weber, a 27-year-old quadriplegic amputee and professional cornhole player. This all started around 10:30 last night when La Plata police officers were flagged down by two witnesses near Radio Station Road. Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Weber was the driver when he shot and killed his front seat passenger, then asked those in the back seat to help get rid of the body. They refused, got out of the car, and alerted police. Weber took off with the victim in the car, identified as 27-year-old Bradrick Wells. 2 hours later and about 15 miles away, Wells's body was found dumped in someone's front yard in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. Soon after, Weber's car was tracked to a gas station in Charlottesville, Virginia. He was found at a hospital nearby and arrested after his release.
I think the witnesses helping really gave us a good start, obviously. And then it was excellent police work with not only our detectives and La Plata police, but also the authorities in Virginia.
Now, we're told that all four men in that Tesla SUV were friends, got into some sort of argument before that shooting happened. As you heard, Weber is currently in Virginia. He's going to be extradited back here to Charles County to face charges of first and second degree murder. Guys?
Homa, thank you.
Okay, so he probably put the Tesla in self-drive.
That makes that okay.
He had to have put the
a whole lot more clearer, don't it?
I'm not. He had to put the car in self-drive.
Wait, hold up.
Let's go with that.
Before we move forward, disclaimer. The words, views, and opinions expressed on this program and its platform are those of the speaker and the speaker only. They do not represent the podcast, the platform, or any entity in any other way. So, in layman terms, we speak for ourselves.
Now. It's on.
We speak for ourselves.
It's on.
Only the individual speaking can be held accountable for what they say. Nobody else.
You get to close this one out. But
all right, I'll go last. I'm
gonna show another video. Before we comment, let me show another video. Real quick.
Stop, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying so hard.
We ain't watching the motherfucking Simpsons right now. We got to be watching the Simpsons.
Please don't fall.
That's the worst you worried about. He got his ass all the way up there. Who the fuck cares if he falls? It's gonna be funny looking.
Like that second shot a little better, don't you?
Baby bullseye?
Yeah.
Lucky shot.
Uh-huh. I just got to shoot it one time.
That gun is nasty.
Heck yeah.
50 yards for sure.
No doubt.
So go ahead, gentlemen.
Okay. Listen, I gotta ask a question.
We about to get taken out by the Ewok crew.
Hey man, in all seriousness, does he at least have a finger?
He got a little thing that was moving on the end.
Yeah, he had some type of appendage.
Yeah, a little appendage over there doing this.
Because that's the only way he can pull the trigger. Because all I saw was nubs. And
but he had like one of them nubs had a little thing on it and it was moving.
And secondly, it was a Tesla, so he had to put it in self-drive.
Looky here, motherfuckers, looky here. And then I'm laughing because then they said that the two guys in the back got out.
I got out too.
Yeah, but this is what's also funny. Then they said that the body was in a yard. He got out the car and drug the body out of the car. So just imagine seeing a guy with no arms and legs pulling a body out of a car and dragging it with no arms and legs into a yard, and then him running out and getting back in the car and then driving off. We in our last days, bro. He just climbed the ladder. The motherfucker went up and he's in a deer blind. And if y'all didn't see him, he is a champion. Not just some ordinary Momo. This is a champion cornhole player, bruh. He flipping beanbags in the holes 20 feet across the goddamn way and hitting them bullseye. Blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't have never got in the car with that motherfucker. You must be crazy.
Listen, I mean, I didn't know you could become a professional cornhole player. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Wait. Jay, you ain't never been no outside barbecue and you ain't never played no cornhole?
Okay, how you gonna take what I said and just turn around and say, have I ever played cornhole? I know about the game. I didn't know
so you
could be a
right?
professional
But
player.
you, I just think it's amazing that this dude got no arms and no legs and he's a champion.
Listen, I think it's amazing that you could be a professional cornhole player. What I've been doing something wrong with my life. I need to become a professional cornhole player. That's something I can do at 45.
Shit, obviously, because anybody can. Goddamn, he's a champ. Shit.
I need to start practicing.
Something. Shit. I hear Stumpy out here. Look. And then
what's up, man?
You didn't know if he was a man or a woman.
Yo, Art, what's up, man? We quit our jobs and we become professional cornhole champions, son. What up?
I'm with it.
Yeah, dog. I knew you was a real one. Yo, speaking of being a real one, what y'all think about this one right here, yo?
A lot of recording there, and
Did you know Tina Turner?
I met her a few times.
Because she was.
I knew Ike more. I knew Ike.
Oh, I knew. Was he a bad guy or a good guy?
No, he was a lovely human being.
Yeah.
Just he was victimized. He was a victim, of himself and of what we do for a living and of drugs and stuff like that. It was just, and me too. I was like, we were having fun together, but it was not, a good time in either of our lives. We were going through some shit, but shit happens. It's life. There's a lot of recording there, and
Did you know Tina Turner?
She was drunk there.
She definitely looked
She was either drunk or high. Both.
She definitely looks inebriated, Joe. By the way, she's playing with her hair, fidgety and whatnot.
And for her to, one or two things happened. Well, I definitely hit that. and I think he hit the bottom. I think he hit the bottom, and that's why she's giving him so much praise right now. So that's the only explanation for that. And like she said, they was doing drugs together. So
you think that gives an gives an excuse?
Oh, it's not an excuse. That's the only way I can see her saying that about Ike Turner.
Right. I don't know. What you think? That was your timeline, your era.
It was the early 70s. She was with the group Rufus. It was Ike and Tina Turner at the time with their little show. So I'm sure that they probably did venues together because they were big. They were big, they were big acts at the time. I can also see a lot of it again. If Ike was what Ike was portrayed and what we saw, Ike probably did probably have a shot at that ass. So I don't take anything away from what she's saying. Like you said, it's the late 60s, early 70s. Yeah, bro. I'm sure that probably would have been the pop off.
All right. Yeah,
I don't even see anything like bad or funny about it. It's just that around that time, it was the music industry. It was black music. It was how they were getting around. And honestly, Ike and Tina were doing shows not only for black folks, but they were doing mainstream shows too. And Rufus and Shaka Khan was kind of coming around on the funk disco side of things. So they were getting picked up by a lot of radio and everything too. So I'm sure it could have been that kind of meeting, and what she was talking about probably did exist somewhere.
All right. Yeah, you got any thoughts on it?
Not really, but probably just the same thing like Uncle said. And then I'm gonna add maybe something more of today's modern day. Every time you hear somebody, she could have been taking a high road because you always hear about people nowadays when they're talking about people that's passed away, deceased. Everybody's always got some kind of quote unquote gossip kind of conversation or something about this person. Yeah, I used to smoke with them all the time, or I mean, we used to get high and blah blah blah. So
right.
Instead of just talking about the negative, she wanted to say something in a positive light about the person. Because they're no longer here to defend themselves, and a lot of their family either gone or their family, who do still care about them. So she instead decided to, I'm gonna take the high road on it, and I'm gonna talk something about something positive, what I felt or whatever. Because whenever they talk about him, what does everybody just talk about? Oh, he used to beat Tina's ass. That's all everybody say.
That's all they know of him, right? That's all they know of him. That's right.
True indeed. Shout out to Shaka Khan. Yo, there's something I was wondering. From the last topic that we were just talking about the dude, the quadriplegic dude. They said he was arrested, right?
I already know where you're going. I already know. How did they cuff him?
I'm not even being funny, bro. Like, I'm really asking. Like, we saw the video.
Can we stop, man? We got to.
No. I'm not even being funny. I'm really asking.
I know you're not being funny. I know, and that's the crazy part about it. And I'm not trying to laugh at people with disabilities, but that's a legit question.
And I'm really trying to I'm trying to process. Like,
it's a legit question, but at the same time, it's funny. Like,
and I wonder, did he resist?
Is a shake your head moment.
I need to know, did he resist? And if
come on, Jay. What?
Hey, Jay, you think they cuffed him in the front or in the back?
I don't know, bro. I don't even know how we'll go about to try to cuff him.
Hey, y'all niggas. Stop, man.
Lizzie, because he's a criminal. Yeah, he got charged with a crime.
Right, Jay, he a criminal.
Oh, man.
He a criminal, right.
Because the 3 other people in that car with him probably got to go to therapy now.
Because he's a criminal. He
And
shot
I'm just
somebody.
curious. Like, I don't know,
We
man.
don't
Like,
know, Izzy. Come on, you asking questions that need to be. The question is why
no,
wouldn't
how could he
you?
resist? Nah. Quad means act. Listen. Something must have worked because he was driving a car and he shot somebody. We seen him shoot that rifle and we seen him climb that ladder with a gun on his back. Something was working. A lot of things was working for that man.
Yo,
He had a
I'm
lot of
telling
things working.
y'all,
Lizzie.
that ain't the look. The
That
fact
man.
he shot the gun is one thing. The dude plays cornhole and he can throw them damn
And he's a
beanbags
cornhole
across the
champ.
way.
He's a professional.
Accuracy.
No.
Come
The
on,
worst,
something different.
but the worst part about it, he's also a paramedic. How in the hell? Lord Jesus. Hey.
Yo, Lizzie, you got me rolling. Yo, Lizzie, you got me rolling.
Yo.
Oh man.
Hey, somebody here to give some money action today.
See, Lizzie, I don't know. He was climbing that ladder. Lizzie, he was climbing the ladder. He was climbing. See, I would rock with you on that comment.
His
Lizzie,
legs didn't work, not his arms. No, his legs.
He climbed the ladder.
Them little stubbies was moving.
Yo, don't do that.
He had stubbies.
Man, listen. I'm glad I said a disclaimer. But he was climbing up the ladder. He climbed up that ladder.
Hey, it looked like everything was working the way he climbed that ladder. That's like holding a gas can with
no car. Like, wait, yeah, exactly. Like having a necklace with no neck. That's what he looked like. He looked like a fucking potato.
I'm just listen. I was just curious.
I want if he doesn't plead and he goes to trial and they televise the trial, I want to hear his testimony on how he accomplished it. And that's the question. And I want to hear the arresting officer, if they cuffed him, how they cuffed him, and if he resisted.
If he did,
was it a good fight? I mean, because you resist, you fighting. So
Lizzie, we appreciate that, man. Listen,
y'all only assuming he was
fighting. real fast. Lizzie, if you could, man, can you hit the subscribe button? You know what I'm saying? Notification bell, man. Tap into the team. We all funny. We like to crack jokes. We just bug out. So we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Leaving your comments and whatnot. He could headbutt. Oh, Lizzie, see, you going in trouble. You starting trouble.
Yo, Liz, I got worse one, Lizzie. He was throwing bows.
Hey, Lizzie, we appreciate that, man. For real.
Yo.
And just to let you know, Lizzie, man, this is not the only show that we do, man. We got moments with we do that every Monday. We do that every Monday night about 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? And then we do MLB with Nate the Great every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Where we're going to give you the lowdown rundown with baseball, yo. So, oh, you work with the disabled? Okay, we understand. Listen, thank you for your work.
Okay,
that just ain't got nothing to do with you and your work. I just saying it ain't got nothing to do with
no. She's just saying
that's just wild that he is and he does what he does. I'm amazed at that alone. Just the fact that dude get around and do what he do is amazing.
Right. And that's why I want to hear his testimony. And that's why I want to hear the testimony on how he accomplished these things. That's
call, y'all. Lizzie want to know where we posted up from.
DMV
too.
Okay. I'm in NC. Oh, Nate, she on the West Coast with you, Nate. And she a fellow New Yorker. What up, Lizzie? We all from New York, man. We all
That's
fellow New Yorkers.
What part of New York?
Of course.
What part of New York, Liz?
Lizzie, you was good. You was good till you said that. I can't post it.
What'd she say?
Nope, I'm not even gonna do it.
You dirty, Jay.
Come on, man. Don't do that.
She's just from New York.
Don't do that.
Everybody knows shit.
She's from New York.
Crazy business.
Shout out to New York. Lizzie, all right. Lizzie, watch. When I post this, you're gonna understand why I said I can't post it.
Stand up.
Brooklyn.
Stand up.
No, nah.
Brooklyn.
Hold on. Hey, Liz, you can say this all you want. Everybody be claiming, but I got true Brooklynites here. Oh, she say Flatbush.
It's still
You gonna
Brooklyn.
have to do. Come on, step down. Hey, step down one more level. You got to prove it.
Lizzie, shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to you. You out there in Arizona, New York all day. New York stand tall. We stand with each other. But it's big queens over here. You see Art and Nate. They repping Mets. They wearing Mets colors right now.
I definitely am not.
I am not either. I'm rep. These are Knicks colors though.
we are Yankee fans at the bottom.
Exactly.
Nah, y'all Met fans. Y'all repping Met colors. It's all right though. It's all right.
She didn't ask all that soul glow.
Just let it shine through. It's okay, West Coast, Nate.
What?
I ain't in the West Coast. She more West Coast than I am.
Yeah, she definitely. Yeah.
They want to be funny by calling me the West Coast.
Yo, you know what'd be mad funny? People be like, yo, we boring, but they tapped in, tuned in. Who cares? We don't care what you think.
Listen, man.
Your profile picture is boring.
Someone needs to bring some fried chicken. Yeah, I hope they do, because I'm hungry.
Looking like Malibu's Most Wanted, man. Be quiet.
You looking lonely. Friends. How many of us got them? Friends. Someone walking on the beach all lonely by yourself.
Right. Obviously you bored because you tapped in right here.
Wait.
You say, Jay, who took the picture if he's walking by himself?
Skipping rocks.
He got a tripod up taking pictures of himself. That's whack.
Jealous. Yo. Oh, I can't. Why the ain't showing? Maybe this one. Yo, she 8 minutes. Oh, she 8 minutes from the border from Mexico. She can eat good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she eat real good. I'm jealous, man. I'm a foodie. I like to eat, Lindsay. I'm gonna hold you. But yo, speaking of liking to eat, man, what's up with your man? Your man Tiger out here over here playing GTA in the streets, yo.
Hey, at some point.
We got clips.
And we do begin with some breaking news just coming into us. Tiger Woods has been involved in a rollover car crash north of Palm Beach County.
Local 10's Jason with what we're learning about this accident, Jason.
Caroline and Christy, we're told the crash was reported about 90 minutes ago on Jupiter Island. The crash happening on a portion of the island that is in Martin County, just north of Palm Beach County. Woods has lived in that area for years, and the Martin County Sheriff's Office confirms they are investigating the crash, but have not released any information on injuries or how the crash happened. Woods was involved in a serious crash back in 2021 in Southern California. He sustained a traumatic leg injury in that crash. Again, golfer Tiger Woods involved in a rollover crash on Jupiter Island this afternoon. We are working to get more information on the crash and any injuries, and we have a crew headed to the area now. We will keep you updated. Christy, Caroline, back to you.
Okay, yeah, we'll stay on that one. We'll get back to us.
Okay, so I got a serious question though. All jokes aside, he messed his back up in the last accident, right?
I think it was his leg.
And his leg.
He hurt his leg in the last accident.
So did his leg give out? Did he have nerve injury or nerve damage in his leg to where his leg maybe
bad break? It was just a bad break.
Okay.
I don't know.
But you can still have nerve damage though with a bat. If the break is bad enough, you can have nerve damage. And so if your leg gives out, then that's a pot, you know. And I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, because in his mugshot he looked like he might have been a little bit inebriated. But
no, he wasn't inebriated. As a matter of fact, if you didn't hear, they said that they gave him they gave him a DUI test right there. They tried to give him a breathalyzer and everything,
Okay.
He blew a 0.
Okay. So I'm just thinking something may have gone wrong with his leg. He may have lost feeling in his leg or something.
Nah, the way he's looking, I ain't gonna put it past him. He probably went to go and he probably self-medicated, and he probably was driving when he shouldn't have, and it probably caught him at the right time. Bingo, bango. Because he looked like that before. He looked like that when he crashed the first time. They say he was drunk, but he was also. They also said he had prescriptions in him. Tiger Woods is always in pain. They always say that dude is in pain. So I wouldn't doubt that he took something that he shouldn't have probably taken again, and he was probably trying to get home. He said that before he done that shit. I'm sure he's done it all the time too.
So what he needs to do, in all honesty, just not drive. He got enough money to where he can hire a car service.
We assume all that, but again, he was probably going to his nearby Panera, and he thought he probably had about 5 minutes before he got there, and he thought he could handle it.
That's why you have a driver.
24/7. What they said was
that woman took Tiger for half. He ain't got no more.
But like Unc said, he tested 0 on the breathalyzer, but they did say he was lethargic. So it's a possibility that he may have took something and it made him sleep. He could have took some muscle relaxers that were kind of high, and they made him lethargic and it made him tired and he flipped over. But by the time he realized he's about to hit something or whatever, it was too late and he flipped over. So it could have been that. Whatever he took as far as pill wise for the pain could have caused him to get tired and sleepy.
I think if I'm going to assume anything that is, I'm putting it on that because I think you learn. I don't know. You can't get caught for DUI and not have no drinking. You know what I'm saying?
He knew it before getting behind the wheel. So he should. That's what I'm saying. That's why he should have a car.
That point is good, Liz, because I'm telling you, maybe he, like you say, everybody think they in control until they not.
Right. That's why he should have.
Everybody in control until they not.
That's why he needs to have a car service.
Yeah, and
especially
yeah.
And especially
in the end, yes. In the end, yes. All right, yes.
So I'm gonna tell you a story, man. I had when I got out the Navy, they gave me a lifetime prescription to T3 with codeine. I flushed them jokers. Because what's that?
How do alligators sleep like they do out there?
Man, I threw them out because it was crazy. And Nate, I was driving in DMV traffic, and I was zooted. Like it was
sometimes
scary.
you gotta. Sometimes you gotta.
It was scary, man.
Sometimes you gotta come in on that damn Indian head.
It was scary, man.
Art. One time I had to get oral surgery, right? Went to the dentist, but they had to put me to sleep, right? So they put me to sleep and everything. So they woke me up after the surgery, and they don't let you leave unless somebody's gonna come pick you up. Yeah. So I went there by myself. You know what I mean? Thinking I'm gonna go there and just get in my car and leave. So my cousin had to come. Like my cousin took a Uber, came to the came to pick me up. On everything, I was like, nah, cuz I'm good. You know what I mean? I could drive home, just get in the passenger seat, whatever. Yo, I don't know why my cousin listened to me. But we got in the car. I'm driving. Yo, I made one left turn. He looked at me real calm and smooth and said, yeah, you might want to pull into the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Just let me drive the rest of the way home. You came about this close to hitting that pole right there and messing up your car. I looked at him and said, for real? He said, yeah, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, okay, you drive. I got out that car so fast, Joe. Like that driver's seat so quick.
And I'm not defending Tiger at all, but I'm just saying, like, everybody said you got the money to have a driver. But sometimes people will feel like, yo, why am I I just want to drive myself. I just want to be in the car by myself, be with my own thoughts. So he may have been on that. He may have been on that too at the same time. You know, like I just want
Thank you,
to
Lizzie.
drive for myself and not have to have nobody driving for him.
Yeah, but at what point do you say you're a danger to yourself? Who, first of all, who's strong enough and tough enough and bold enough to step to him and just be like, nah, you're not doing this.
A real friend.
But
Right, I got you.
Does he
And
have any?
right, or it depends who was around at that time. Whoever was around at that
Who's
time,
on
he could just
Jupiter? First of all, who's on Jupiter Island? All right, I'm on now. I need all three of y'all to just sit there for a second and go, who's
because
on
whoever's up
Jupiter
there,
Island?
he could have just said, "Hey, look, I'm going. I don't want nobody with me. I'm going and I'm driving. I'm fine."
That's probably what he do anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's Tiger Woods. He gonna do that. Nobody gotta go with me. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, and you know he out there by himself. You know, ain't nobody like that out there on no goddamn Jupiter Island. Tiger, the only mother. If I go ahead and sound like Uncle Ruckus right now, you know he the only one out there. He the whitest one of them all.
Yeah, you stupid.
You know that? Am I right? Am I right? He is.
I mean,
Ain't nobody else out there.
But here, to Lizzie's point, he's not considerate because he's endangering other people, not just himself.
Right, yeah.
Tiger Woods. I didn't say he was all that. That motherfucker an idiot too. He been through all that shit. He should have known something from the get-go.
Exactly.
You right.
Like,
He should have known.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he right. Well, I'm just saying that might have been his mindset for himself. Like, man, I just want to drive myself. I don't want nobody driving for me or
I'll be
whatever.
good. It's right down the street. I'm sure that's what he said. That's what he said, Nate. It's right down the street. Everybody done said that. Everybody.
Yep, he's definitely, and it's like it's a catch-22, like you said, Nate. We can see both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? We understand the need and necessity to, like you said, have your own space, have your moment. Unfortunately, well, I'm not gonna say unfortunately because this is the life he chose. You step into the spotlight. You chose a career that you're gonna be in the spotlight. You chose to be the best golfer in the world, so therefore you know what that comes with. But you're also human. You also need that moment for self. You know what I mean? But you have to be responsible, because you have to understand it's not just you on this earth. We are global citizens. We're citizens of the world. So you can't take out here. If you're in pain, if you're hurt, and you do have to take a prescription medication that's going to leave you inebriated and incapacitated to operate a motor vehicle, then you shouldn't be on the road. That is your responsibility. You know what the doctors gave you. You know how it affects your body. You have a big enough house. You better drive a golf cart up and down your driveway or something. If you feel the need that you have to be alone, you better DoorDash that drink that you want. You know what I mean? And get in your golf cart and drive on your property. Because it's not okay to endanger the lives of other people, yo.
Tiger, what you should have done was call up that dude down there in Maryland with them stubs and ask him where he got his Tesla from so you can self-drive your monkey. Yeah, motherfucker, you got fingers. At least you could have hit the screen and say self-drive, nigga. You could have done that instead of trying to get behind the wheel yourself. Get you, hey. That dude drove, he ain't even got no hands. He got far too. Your monkey ass probably come straight from wherever you was, you went straight there into the right into the fire hydrant, turned your shit over. That's just ridiculous.
Yo, how you flip your SUV, bro? Like, come on, man. This is 2025, so that means you got a 2027 vehicle. Them cars is anti-tip proof. You the best golfer in the world. How are you the best golfer in the world? You can hit a golf ball this big, 500 million yards, and get a hole in one.
You can't drive a car when you sleep.
But you gonna tip over an SUV.
Then fell out in the front seat. Talk about I feel so good. 99.
You can ask us any question that you choose to. I can't say that we're gonna answer, and I don't know how we'll answer the question. But you can definitely ask any question you want.
Damn, okay, shit, like that.
I mean, I did do the disclaimer. Sometimes we answer them, sometimes we don't. I'm not gonna lie to Lizzie.
That's true.
You want me to lie to Lizzie? Come on now. I ain't gonna do that. She from Brooklyn. You ain't gonna lie. You don't lie for people from Brooklyn, right, Nate?
I don't know how to take that. I don't know how to take that comment because
I see the way you looked at me. You looked at me kind of crazy, like you was ready to punch me in my mouth. That's what I'm saying. That is Nate. You made my reason valid. You saw the way you looked at me. That's why you don't lie to people from Brooklyn. They might punch you in your mouth. Like you saw the way you looked. Like, yo, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like, was that a backhand compliment or something? Nah. I'm just saying. You keep it 100 with people from Brooklyn because they might punch you in the mouth.
That's crazy.
That's all. I'm giving shout outs to Brooklyn, and Brooklyn want to beat me up. What's up? What's up, Nate? Damn.
That's bad, man. That's bad. You waiting for that question, huh?
Yo, nah, I got the question. I was just reading it, and I think this is beautiful, a beautiful question she asked. So, I'm just gonna post it and we all can give our comment. As a beautiful black man, how do I explain crappy people being racist? My grandson is of color and I love the crap out of him. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
He's 6 and I had crap happen when people just see a pic on my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the best thing that you can do is make sure that your grandson loves himself and he knows that he's confident, he's beautiful. You instill that confidence in him, and that you can't worry about other people. You can't teach him about other people because that's their problem. He can only be him, which is a beautiful black boy that's gonna grow up to be a beautiful black man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's how I look at it. You just got to build up his confidence, build up his strength, build up his self-worth. So he just stands 10 toes down in the face of any storm.
I agree with that, Jack.
Yeah, I would also say, I don't know what your spiritual belief is, but I would say, we're all children of God. We're all made in His image, and
I'm gonna show you.
And anybody that has a problem with Him has a problem with himself. So don't tell him not to look at himself. What's wrong with him? Don't find out, but just know that something's wrong with those people, and let them wallow in whatever it is they're dealing with.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, it's them other people who's going to have a problem. Your grandson won't have a problem. It's their loss. One thing I will always do, I always encourage parents, grandparents, anybody who has any type of influence over young people, put them in some type of self-defense. One thing that makes children confident is knowing that they know how to defend themselves. And self-defense doesn't mean they learn how to fight. They build confidence. It's self-awareness. They are sure of themselves, and God forbid they do have to put hands on somebody or they have to defend themselves. They know which measures and how much strength and what to do in a protective way, not only to protect themselves, but also not to go overboard and lose control of their emotions, and potentially hurt somebody more than what they need to hurt, need to be hurt. They'll know the difference between I need to restrain this person or I need to put this person down, and that goes along with confidence. And when you move with confidence, a lot of people don't bother you because you're too confident. Their insecurities can't get close to you. They feel too intimidated to stand in your light, stand in your aura, stand in your presence, stand in your grace. So therefore, they just walk away. So yeah, just being confident. Affirmations.
And not only that, sports will help with that too. Sports and self-defense will help with that. Because it give them a feeling of self-worth.
You Irish, so you already got that fire in you. Man,
Oh yeah.
You got the fire in you. Oh, you Irish. Yeah, you wiry. Yeah, you squirrely. You don't play. Lizzie don't play.
Yummy chocolate. Yummy chocolate.
Oh man, stop.
Yo, man. I just want you to understand, so we really are worried. We really do. We really do put our mind into thinking about things to make sure everybody's okay. But I'm also going to tell you that we look at things very lightly around here, and we got to laugh a lot because I mean it's hard to just look at everything with a stern eye around here, and it can't be done. So I don't laugh because I make fun of people. I laugh because I love to laugh at life in itself. So I don't want anybody out here to think that we be laughing at people just to be giving them the brag or anything. Sometimes it's necessary. It might be needed, but what we try to also do is just make sure you understand that life be life.
Exactly.
You can't always be serious. Things gonna be serious. It's something that you just gotta smile at and take it, with a grain of salt. Not everything is easy, but not everything has to be hard. So hopefully nobody gets offended by us laughing and having
Is it me or does Unc sound like a robot?
He sound like Max Headroom.
Okay, I thought it was just me for a second. And Unc, you went out. We can't hear you. But nah, Lizzie, no problem, man. This is what we do. This is what as Unc was saying, we do crack jokes in here. Life is real, so we just try to make light out of a lot of situations. We never try to make fun of anybody or downplay anything that anybody's going through. We do because we are men, fathers, head of households and whatnot. And so we do understand we do have children. All of us are fathers. So we truly understand and we give you our opinion as fathers and whatnot. Oh yeah, we 80s babies and older, yo.
And we apologize in advance for you couldn't hear Unc. Skynet got him, so that's why you couldn't hear him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Showing my age, Max Headroom. Yep.
But speaking of age and whatnot, Nate brought up a good question, yo. You know what I mean, earlier, and I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share the video from where we're gonna bring this next topic up from.
Had to do this video. First off, Oskino, the loser. But let me ask y'all this. Before I get into it, let me ask y'all this. When Jay-Z gets offered to do an interview, right? Do an interview podcast, whatever, do we have to think of everybody else first before self? Like, do Jay-Z have to think of who's broke, who needs money, who podcast I should do? Or does Jay-Z think as an artist, what platform, what medium do I want to get my message across for me as an artist? Not me always having to do something for somebody. That's what Hov mean. Get off his dick. Bleak is rich. Bleak don't need Jay to come on his podcast. That's Jay-Z's best friend. He speak with Jay-Z every fucking day, damn near. Don't need to come on his podcast. Jay-Z is an artist. Let him live his life. Damn, get off Jay-Z nuts. He can't nothing by himself. Gotta do something for everybody all the time. What about Jay-Z? Yo.
So we could talk about that video as well in the comments and what he said in regard to Jay-Z. But the question that we want to bring up is, at what point do you stop feeling obligated to have to worry about other people's well-being after you reach a certain level of success? So Nate, since this pretty much was a question that you brought up and a topic that you wanted to talk about, we'll let you set it off first, my good brother.
Oh, really? First, yeah, because in the video, and I'm just gonna give credit to the video. This from a guy called C-Class. He's from Brownsville. I found out about him through a YouTube series called Let's Go for Life, based out in Brownsville. So that's how I found out about that. But anyway, yeah, I think so. At what point do you really feel like you're obligated to have to always worry about others? Because even if it's not a certain level of success, like at what point do you feel like you always got to sit here and take care of other individuals? You know, we got grown adults here, and unfortunately, you see instances where what I say might not necessarily ring as hard as strong, but like you got people out here, grown adults who are really sitting around waiting for another grown man or grown individual so that they can feast off of them. And I'm gonna use the word feast because that's what you're doing. Like you're out here like, oh well, he on, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go ask him for $500,000. He got it, he good for it. Oh, he's supposed to look out for me. He has to look out for me. He ain't gotta do nothing. Like I said, she don't have to do nothing. Do Jay want to go on Memphis Bleak show? Maybe he wanted to. Maybe Bleak is not worried about going on Bleak Jay-Z show. You know, people make comments about stuff like that. He wasn't. Maybe he's not worried about Bleak. Probably like, you don't have to come on my show. I'm good. You know, you ain't never got to come on my show for nothing. You don't owe me nothing. You know, you did enough for me as it was, or you've done enough, or you at least put me in a place where I can go ahead and shine and evaluate. You know, but unfortunately, we got this mentality where we feel like somebody owes a debt to us that they have to always take care of us or always have to look after them. At some point, you got to cut the rope. At some point, you got to cut the umbilical cord, as I want to call it. You know, at some point. Yeah, and they all probably are involved in the Hollywood, but I feel like as far as the human aspect, you think about it for all of us, we've all probably had somebody who at some point you might have been like, you know what, you don't mind looking out for somebody if they're going through stuff or certain things, but after a while you kind of realize when somebody's just really just leaning on you and they're really not applying themselves to try to really do better for themselves, or they're just expecting because if you do something well or you get here, you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And I think at some point, like for me, anybody on this podcast or anybody that I know in my life, if they get rich and they become millionaires, you ain't got to bring me along. I'm fine. You make me proud by continuing to be successful. I got to do what I got to do for myself and how I want to be successful. I don't necessarily need the fame. I don't need to be flying up to Italy or whatever. That sounds nice and it's probably a good experience, but I don't need that. That's you. You did the hard work for that. I'm gonna sit back and chill and continue working my life and living my life the way it is. I got a 23-year-old who's a grown adult by now. You know, I've done enough for her, but at the end of the day, I don't need nothing. I'm good. You know, if anything, you want to give me $1 million, I'm gonna give 99 million to her. I know that sounds crazy, but but once I have my child, she's everything I live for now. Nobody, you know, that's it. So I'll give everything to her. I could live off a cool meal and be good to go. But that's just the way, you know, it is. And I ain't gonna rant too long. I'm gonna let everybody else have a speak on it. But I just think that, you know, nobody's obligated to do anything and continue to be taking care of somebody.
Yeah, I don't think at any point you're obligated to take care of someone. I do feel the need to like if I ever made it, you know, to a certain point of success, you know, I get a lot of bread, whatever, I'm living real good. I got a couple of partners I'm gonna take care of, you know what I mean? But those are my dogs. But they wouldn't expect me to do it. They don't feel like it's obligated. They're not gonna call me and be like, yo, Jay, son, I know you got the bag, son. So, yo, I know you're gonna break me off because we did X, Y, and Z together, and you know, we grew up in the trenches, and nah, they wouldn't even look at it like that. They'll be on some, if I try to give them something, yo, bro, what you doing, man? Come on, man. You good? You good? I would more or less have to go out my way and be like, yo, fellas, I booked the trip. It's already paid. Y'all gotta come. You know, so they'd be like, yo, for real, bro. Like, and then once we get out there, they'd be like, all right, well, I'm gonna pay for dinner then. And I'm like, nah, everything's gonna pay for it. Nah, bro, like you're not doing that. You know what I mean? Just because, you know, they stand up individuals. Anybody who feels obligated to have somebody else take care of them because you may have grew up with them or you may have shared a traumatic, you may have like trauma bond with them. Yeah, that's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. You know, relying on the next man to help you get success without achieving your own success is weird. I can understand if we both in a position to help each other, and let's just say, I'll use again. I got the bag, right? And then one of my friends has an opportunity or a situation, and I see that it's lucrative. then yeah, I can invest. I might invest in it, but don't think I'm throwing away money every once in a while or out the blue just because it sounds good. No, there's got to be a sound investment, and we got to make sure that it is beneficial for both of us, yo. You know, and I'm not saying this pertains to the Jay-Z situation with Oskino Sparks or what the guy was talking about in the video, because I really don't know in what context he was talking about, because I haven't seen an Oskino Sparks interview or anything like that, so I don't know anything about that situation. I'm just talking about in general, life period. But yeah, I don't know. I do feel like you can help people if you choose to, but you're not obligated to help nobody. And I know survivor's remorse is real, you know, but that's why they got therapy, bro. Go see a therapist because you're not obligated to help anybody. Because if you lose that money, those people that you help won't help you. They're gonna laugh at you. You know, the ones that feel obligated that say that you need to help them, they're gonna be like, yo, how you lose your money, bro? You back here with us? Like, you know.
I told you.
Yeah.
You broke ass.
So I don't think you should ever feel obligated to help somebody. And to Nate's point, we don't know that Meth is even upset. You see what I'm saying? We don't even know that. We just assume it. So it's one thing to help somebody because you want to out of the kindness of your heart. But then at a certain point, when you see that person is not doing anything and they just, coming to you with a handout.
I'm glad you survived that, Lizzie. That
so,
you know what I'm saying, that you endured that.
But yeah, I don't think you should ever feel obligated. But you got a lot of cats that they bring their homies with them, but at a certain point, they cut them off. I mean, 50 cut the G Unit off because they weren't making moves like him.
You know why he cut them? When he realized he had to cut them off from an interview, he said. So remember he had the Reebok deal, right?
Yeah.
So he was cutting G Unit. They was all getting checks, and all they had to do was wear Reebok.
Mm-hmm.
He said one day they all came in for an interview, like they all came in and whatnot, and he noticed the only person who had Reebok on was Yayo. Everybody else had Louis Vuitton, Nike, and stuff like that. He said after that, I stopped cutting them checks. Like all you got to do is wear it, and you get this, $300,000 check, $400,000 check, yo.
Wear Reebok for 5 minutes. I'm exaggerating, of course, but still.
Yeah, but all you got to do is rock it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there goes people felt in that situation, in that moment, they felt entitled, Joe.
Yeah, so you never obligated to bring somebody up with you, never.
And like you said, in these situations, how you were saying in that since we are speaking of G Unit, if you have somebody like 50 who's leading the way, or Eminem, leading the way, who helped 50 come up, who turned around and helped his team come up, you put yourself in a position of following the blueprint to expand your brand, your business network, and you grow.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. That person, not to cut you off, I'm sorry. If you see that person is not growing after the help that you've given them, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's time to cut the ties.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, Lizzie. Tell somebody no and see their reaction.
See what they do. That's facts.
See their reaction.
That's facts.
Don't be a helping hand and see what happens, Joe. What's your thoughts, OG?
I don't like repeating everything everybody else said, so I'm basically it's not so much co-signing, but nobody said anything that I would disagree with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has made solid points on the whole subject. I see things in the light of, in the same way. I understand what it means to be there and be humble and trying to help somebody who you can understand that needs to be supported in whatever way it happens. But I also understand the way of how I got my own and how I did my own. And sometimes you can't expect anybody to do anything for you at any given time. And I believe that on both sides. Some people really don't have I just find it to have the fortitude to have to stay on that way and expect somebody to do what they do in that kind of situation for you for an extended period of time or anything. I can see a quick handout or something happening, but in your inner your inner fortitude, you got to tell yourself, what somebody's doing here is something that I should be responsible for taking care of because it's me and it's mine. And how long do you allow somebody to override that?
Can I ask y'all a question? It's a two-part question, right? When did we lose the sense of accountability? And when did people lose that sense of pride, yo? Like,
I guess I can answer because I feel like I'm as being an old head. Maybe y'all gonna
right.
probably see it, but y'all really like 15, 20 years my junior, and I gotta believe that y'all could probably understand it a little better than I can. But it really did start with the internet. It really did start with a little bit further, a little bit along before that too, because a lot of kids, and y'all are gonna be able to relate, are latchkey kids, and they had to grow up and see things on their own and have to take things. You have to learn how to understand that stuff on your own purse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I've been a latchkey kid my whole life. I still clip my keys to my belt buckle, to my belt.
we laugh about it. I mean, a lot of us have gone through it, but that also tells you that there was a lot of folks that's out here that didn't have anybody to put them on that, you know, to discipline them, to show them the right way. They're learning it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to go with that. And then you're being told by the television how to do things. And then you're being seen videos that now you got a phone and it's telling you shit. And that's what you're going with most of the time. And you
Not
don't
only
have that interaction with adults, with kids trying to guide them. And then they're being told that they can do this and do that. And then you got the push where people are not allowed to discipline their kids like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? To keep them in line, to keep them straight. That shit don't work. Cause now they got this, they got the belief they can call CPS. You're harassing me, you're beating me, you're assaulting. And yo, bro, you just getting your ass whooped because you didn't do your homework.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me ask you this. So that's about accountability.
Right.
What about the sense of pride, man? Like,
same thing, Jay, because since you're always wanting something, somebody finna give it to you, always trying to give it to you, you don't have to be proud about receiving it. You just gotta be what? You just gotta be happy. You just gotta be happy you got it. And that's what most people, that's all they want, is to have the feeling that they got what they wanted, and that enlightens them. That would make them feel good. Before, Jay, everybody used to grow up knowing that if you worked hard at whatever you were doing, the rewards will be wonderful. That's the part that everybody used to work. That was always ingrained in your mind. You work hard, the rewards are always going to be as fruitful as the work that as hard as you work, it's going to be just as big. Now motherfuckers just expect that if they did something, they're going to get the participation trophy, bruh. That's the participation trophy. You did it. Okay, here you go. You did good. Go on, get out of here. That's what it is. Nah, bruh, you don't have the fortitude of doing the best you can do. If that means being number one, you don't even try for that. You just try to get done with it and you go through. That's how they've been pushing life on everybody. That's how they've been pushing education on everybody. That's how they've been trying to tell you how to keep yourself well and healthy. Just do it. It'll be there. It'll be okay and it'll be fine. Motherfuckers don't want to work hard for anything anymore. It's just easy.
I can't stand it. I don't get it, man. Like
that's what's going
even,
down.
Even if I play on a team, whatever my role is on the team, I want to be the best at it.
The best, no matter how you play, you gotta be the. You want to be the best at it, yeah.
I gotta be the best. My teammates depend on me to do this, to do whatever it is I do. They depend on me,
and you gotta understand. And then in your head, and then how life starts to play. You gotta understand that even though you are doing your best, hardest, there are people who are better at the things that's going on, and you can't be mad. Only thing you can do is learn how to get in that level so that you can be at that level with them. Learn how to control your emotions. Yes, I understand you upset about him being better than you, but the only thing you can do is now turn your emotion of anger and anger and frustration into motivation and go do that shit.
It shouldn't even be anger and frustration. It should be motivation, knowing.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Jay. That's what I'm saying, Jay.
It's a new level to achieve.
Motivation. Let's go. I can do better. I could be better. Yes.
Like, word, there's somebody else out here doing what I do, and they a little bit better than me.
Man, I can do better.
You don't even know what you did. Then you gotta lock in.
Better. I can be better. That's right.
What you really got to do when you achieve, once you get past that level, it's to the point where you got to look in the mirror and try to beat the person that you are right now. You got to be better. You got to be 1% better than what you were yesterday.
Yes, sir. There's always that next level. There's always
it's hard. I don't get how people don't got that mentality, that dog in them. Like, yo, I got to be 1% better than I was yesterday. Like, I got to keep pushing forward. Like, I got to be better. I ain't got to be the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Right now, today. But if I'm 1% better today, by the end of the year, I'm 365% better than when I first started.
And that all comes into pride and knowing that inside of yourself, that as you push the team to obtain this level, you see yourself getting better in everything that you do. And when you're doing that, that means you're bettering yourself in all aspects of things: learning, living, acting, personality. You know, it's everything. Your commitment to everything you do, it starts to show. And that kind of living is what most folks are not being told to do nowadays, because they would be. I love, Nate. I loved your analogy about giving your baby girl everything because she's what you that's what you care for. That's how you would like to do this. But there's also the point of also making her understand that 99 million is because I want you to be taken care of. You got to know how to earn what this comes in, because it can be taken away from you, and you don't want that. Understand how that got to you and how it's a pride thing to keep it within, with you. Because if somebody takes it from you, you look like you look ridiculous if somebody takes something like that away from you.
Lizzie,
and that means a lot of things. It's not just money. It's just your whole persona. It's everything about you and what you do, your credibility, your accountability, your responsibility, you as a person in itself. Do you want to lose that because you didn't try to keep that going?
Yo, the worst thing.
That's the part that you got to worry about this, because I think that's the other side about having black men around anyway.
It's the worst thing in the world.
We can drive ourselves to push to that, and I think that's what we should be doing.
You know what's the worst thing in the world, man? Worst thing in the world is not failing. It's not even trying.
It's not trying, right? And giving up, bro. And giving up.
Like, it's okay to make a mistake, yo. It's okay to fall and whatnot.
Nobody's pushing failure. Nobody pushes failure. But what we are pushing is to be continuous in what your goals are. Be continuous.
And Lizzie, we gonna give you a shout out, that perseverance, because that's that New York spirit with the Irish blood, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you was over here.
Jay just mixing shit in there like that. Go ahead. Waka, waka,
waka. Stupid. Yo, you stupid, But nah, she was just talking about.
You did, though. I saw it, Jay. I heard it.
You know, but she was just talking about her perseverance and how she, how us growing up, our generation, we saw how our parents got it and they had to work hard, so that they instilled it in us, and how she went from pretty much having nothing, being homeless, and now she's situated, got a dog, a car, got a yard, you know what I mean,
grandson,
roof over the head, a beautiful grandson. Oh, she got the double.
Understands all that, Lizzie. And then what you do is tell them there's
Irish,
more for us out there.
Irish, Italian, and Indian. Oh, you ain't
however you got it.
You got the spirit of thugs in you.
And you from Flatbush.
You got nothing but gangsters in you.
Yeah.
You just a born rebel.
Pretty much. Like you ain't had no choice.
You had no choice but to be defiant.
You know what I'm saying?
The word compliant is not in your vocabulary. It's not in your bloodstream.
You came out the womb swinging, for real.
Yeah. The doctor hit you. You bobbed and weaved and kicked him. And then asked for something to drink. And said, where my pop at?
All that because you was born in Flatbush? God damn. That's a rough ass town, ain't it?
No, because she Irish, Italian, and Indian. Nuh-uh.
How y'all mother?
Yeah,
and Bigorta and all that other shit, right? Shit.
I'm gonna say one thing, because Uncle, what you said before earlier, and I agreed with everything you said for the most part. The only thing I say is, as far as the part where you said about when the internet came along, the only reason I don't blame the internet, and I know a lot we do blame that sometimes, especially from our generation before, because of how it is now. But like, isn't that I would say, isn't that a part of society though, to evolve?
And that's my point is, it became too easy. Television was telling you what to do, then the little phone was telling you what. You know what I'm saying? You was watching Barney. Y'all was following that motherfucker. Barney was telling motherfuckers.
I ain't that young. I wasn't watching Barney. Ain't that young.
Yeah, we wasn't watching. None of us was watching Barney. We was too old. We too old for that.
Somebody in your house was being Barney-fied.
No.
I'm the youngest. So if I'm not watching it, ain't nobody watching it.
I'm the oldest.
Damn. Okay.
I'm just thinking about going from a time where transportation was only by horse, then by carriage, or sending a bird, to when you wanted to talk to somebody, you sent the message. It might have took 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever time it was, to get to them to say something, just to get it back to now where we at now in life. So isn't it the whole point of, as far as technology, as far as the internet, as far as advancing over the years? Now, how it's being used? Yes, I agree. Maybe we don't agree with the way it's being used for the most part.
I don't blame the internet per se, because the internet helped. I don't like how so many influencers are making things look so easy. That's the part about the internet that I don't like.
And again, that's where that comes from.
But now there's a flip. There's a good side and a bad side. Now, the good thing about the influencers is that they have that entrepreneurial spirit, and they're trying to promote the entrepreneurial spirit, which is good. But what these influencers don't tell you is the work they put behind all of that. You never see that.
Work. Some of them didn't do it easy. They just
but what I'm saying is, they don't say, okay, they don't tell you how many years they've only had 10 followers. You see what I'm saying? Now they got 100,000.
Not even art. They don't even tell you how long it takes them to make these videos. They don't tell you how long it takes to edit. How they have to walk past that camera twice. Because first they got to walk up to the spot where they want to put the camera at. Then they got to they got to hit record. Then they got to walk all the way back, to walk all the way up, to walk past to get that angle. Then they got to walk back to get their camera off the tripod to set up the next spot. So you're doing a lot of walking back and forth and stuff like that.
Well,
they
we
don't
live in
tell.
an instant society now, though. Not to cut you off,
Yeah,
And that's the part that sucks.
they
Nobody's
don't
got
tell
the
you.
time to work it out to do that hard work. They want that
They
shit
don't
to
tell you
be
the behind the
they
scenes
want
stuff.
instant gratification, bruh. Around here, it's all about instant gratification. I thought that's what it should be. Why isn't it that? Because nobody can do the work that you thought of. You got to do the work in order for it to produce a result. And if
But
you
you know
ain't
what?
getting them, they don't work for that.
This is the analogy I make. A lot of times when I explain things to people, we grew up off the stove. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is we saw our moms or we saw our parents, our provider, our guardian, come in and have to prepare the food. And what I mean by prepare, take it out the package, clean. Let's say it was chicken, clean the chicken, season it up, preheat the oven, throw it in the oven, wait 45. Like you had to wait the whole ordeal. Then you had kids that had the microwave. Take it right out the package, throw it in the oven, throw it in the microwave, whoopity whoop, 2 minutes, 2:30, beep, 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 you good. We had to sit and wait for like we had to be patient and wait. We saw the process. These kids don't see the process. They get the packaged meal already, warm it up, it's done. I got the nutrients. We understand, like, yo, we gotta wait. We gotta put the work in, then you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna blame the internet because the internet, like Arthur said, it helps out. These kids, they realize they don't have to work as hard as we did. We had to grind brick and mortar. You know what I'm saying? More physical labor than mental labor. These kids now, because of the internet, can use more mental labor than physical, but because they lack the grit from the physical labor, their mental is weak in certain aspects. They think they want everything instant. We understand you got to toil the land. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to turn the soil, you plant the seeds, and then wait for the crops to grow. Most people don't know, it takes 10 years to get a good apple off an apple tree once you plant it. You know what I mean? People want the apple to fruit right now. They want the bamboo tree instantly, but it takes about, I think, almost 7 years for a bamboo tree to grow out the ground. The first 5 years, 4 or 5 years, it grows down. It grows into the ground, then it grows out. People just want, you know what I'm saying? They want instant success, yo. You know what I mean? Listen, we appreciate you, man. We glad you found us too.
Man, I'm glad you found us too, yo. We appreciate you coming out, yo. Thank you very much. And thank you, and also thank you for sticking in here and chatting with us, because that makes it a lot better. Thank you very much for putting your comments in. We appreciate it.
So, how about this? Remember this one? And I'm pretty sure all of us had this experience. When you ask somebody, an older sibling, an older family member, somebody like that, yo, how do you spell such and such? Or what does such and such, what does this word mean? What would they tell you? Go get a dictionary, look it up.
Exactly. Go look it up in the dictionary.
Go look it up. Go look it up.
No,
you know what I mean?
I don't have that experience, y'all. They asked me because I knew.
well, you can look.
They called
You
my
can look
ass the reference. They called me because I knew. They knew my ass knew what it was. I don't have it now. Fuck a dictionary. Go ask Derek.
But Nate, and I know what you're about to say. Like they can still look it up now, but now when you say it into your phone. When we had to look it up, we had to search for the word. In the midst of searching for that word, you learned other words by accident.
We learned.
Actually, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, my bad. Okay,
and,
whatever.
Normally I would troll you, but I really wasn't. I was just going to say, just like you look at it now, look at a lot of the stuff that they removed that we had to go through. They got rid of handwriting, which I'm still to this day not a fan of. I'm still not a fan of to this day. How you get rid of handwriting?
Because
Nate, if you didn't say it, that was the next thing I was about to bring up, Nate. Handwriting, fucking printing, and cursive writing.
Cursive writing.
Yes.
You know, it's another thing that that's not taught. They don't know how to address a letter, an envelope.
That's just all English and punctuation, bro. They don't teach none of that shit. They don't want you to go
You
to
got Chat
school.
GPT
They
now.
don't
You got
want you
Chat
to go to
GPT.
school. Yeah, they want you to ask a computer the shit that you should be thinking about anyway.
Hey, this is
That's what's so crazy about this. That's what's nuts. And people don't mind. People say, well, I would just let the Chat GPT, motherfucker. Then what are you good for? That is the synopsis of
and
how
then
they're going to get rid of us.
Chat GPT is limited to what it can do because it's only able to do what it's programmed to do, what it's given and it's given a certain parameter.
But the problem is that people are taking the information that they should be trying to feed to it and using it as the damn gospel, as the
Yep.
word of what it's supposed to
And
be. And that's the crazy shit. That's wild. You
I don't
created the
like
thing telling you what it is. You created the thing that's telling you what it is. What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna tell you this: AI is good, but it's also scary.
Exactly, Art.
It's
That's where I'm
it's
going with it, and it
it's
should be.
good, but it's
Yep.
scary. And if you don't use it the right way,
I'm gonna be honest with you. AI is supposed to be used to make silly, funny videos of
right.
animals breakdancing, Biggie and Tupac doing kung fu battles and stuff like that. You know, that's what AI is meant for. It's meant for funny and silly stuff, and we can have some dope movies. It's not meant. It's not meant to be trusted as if it's the gospel or it's the Bible or to recreate a reality that's not yours, bro.
I want
Like,
you to think about it, man. They call it AI, artificial intelligence.
you know, because
That's the problem. It's artificial. It ain't organic. It's
what
gonna grow because somebody has programmed it to grow. In our minds, our brains, it's organic. You don't even know how far your mind can go.
the
You
best
don't know the
computer is your
capacity that you
brain.
can. You don't know what the capacity of your mind is because you don't. We already proved that you don't use all of what you have. Hell,
We only
some
use
people don't use. Some people don't use that motherfucker at all.
yo,
We
we
know.
only
We
use
know a
about
lot of motherfuckers that
10%.
don't use their mind.
Yeah, we only use about. Yeah, you're right. About
You know what I'm
10%.
saying? I'm not calling nobody out. I'm not
A
saying it. I'm
genius,
not. Nobody should take defense of it. But if you know a dumb motherfucker, you know a dumb motherfucker.
a genius only uses about 11 to 13% of their brain. You
That's what
know,
we know. That's what we know.
yeah.
It could be more. We could probably do way better, but nobody knows. I'm saying that's the great part of it. But AI, artificial intelligence, is going to tell you how to do shit. Why are you allowing yourself to be told something? Learn. Learn. What are y'all afraid of? Learn. Get better. Be better. That's how they fucking get better. Learning shit. You can't stop. We're not supposed to stop learning. There's just so much out there that we should be getting better at. Just by experiencing that. Go and do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
In this case, find you some Girl Scout cookies and eat them.
But yo, I know we can do what we do and stay up here all night long, just chit chatting, kicking the breeze. But listen, we keep this to 90 minutes, and we at that mark, baby. We at that 90-minute mark, yo. So want to give a quick shout out. Quick shout out to Lizzie. You know what I mean? You know, we want to say thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, stand up.
Okay. Shout out to Brooklyn. I'm gonna let you get away with that for
Oh,
Lizzie.
hey,
Get away with
Jay.
that for Lizzie.
Hey, Jay, tell them. Look, if y'all call us, you can have one of these right here.
Of course, it wouldn't be right if I didn't do it.
Hey, point it out. Hey, get a colorway. Get one of them little nice little colorways like that right there, y'all. Think about it. Y'all can represent while y'all come on here. Liz, You need
Listen,
you
y'all see the
need you
Cash
a
App.
hat, Liz. You need you a hat.
Y'all see the Cash App down below. Cash App $ Virtual Man Cave. You send in a $30 donation. You know what I mean? We got
And
the
what
free
color you
shipping.
like? What's your team colors? That's
Let
right.
us know the colorway that you appreciate and what you want, man. We hook y'all up. We send it out to you. Again, if you can hear the sound of my voice, man, do us a favor, yo. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend and tell a friend. As always, before we get up out of here, you know we got our closing remarks show. Yo, what you got for the people tonight?
I'm like, I'm gonna do my art today. You know, like as always, y'all. Yo, health, wealth, security, and joy. And manifest positivity in your lives no matter what. Don't talk negative, talk positive, be positive. All that you manifest will come to y'all. Practice and you will see.
All right, Nate, what you got for the people?
Lies just make more lies. It's, as much as you want to, it's easier to tell the truth, no matter how hard it is. Learn to be truthful. Like at the end of the day, you'll feel better about yourself. The lies, it'll eat you up on the inside. So learn how to be upfront, learn how to be straight, truthful. Just tell the truth.
All right. Yo, listen. Art, what you got for the folks, yo?
All right. So pray for our troops. Pray that God keeps them covered, brings them home safe. And as always, keep God first. Everything else will follow.
All right. Listen, man, I just want to say, don't be afraid to try something new, man. Step out your comfort zone. Do something different, man. Surprise yourself. You don't know what you can do until you try. Stop saying you can't until you say, you know what I'm saying? Do it until you say you can. All right. And this is a mentality that I have with coaching. This is what I try to teach my players, and this is what I live with. I live by myself. Slow is fast until fast becomes slow. And what that means is when you're first starting to learn something, go slow. That's the fastest you can go right now, is slow. You don't know what you're doing. You're just learning it. So go slow. That's fast. Then as you get better, you're going to go so fast that everything is going to look like it's moving slow. All right. So go as fast as you can. Go slow until you can go fast, Joe. Love is love. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all on Monday. You know what I mean? With D Rigger presents moments with Unk. If not, we're gonna see you on Thursday. With Nate the Great. You know what I mean? That with that weekly rundown of the baseball and what's going on.
Hey,
Let's go, Mets.
you back, Nate? You back, Nate?
I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby.
Boy, Nate is back, baby.
Listen.
Yo.
And shout out to Lizzie, man. Put your faith in front of you instead of left behind. Amen. We stand on that, yo. Yo, peace and love, everybody. We see y'all next week.